Welcome back, second grade. This week we are starting on our project inspired by the Disney artist Mary Blair. And for our project, we are going to design our own castles in her style. So we want to stick with using lots of interesting shapes and patterns in order to build our castles. So what we're going to start with today is just a white piece of paper. I have a pencil and an eraser, and I also have just this strip of white paper that we can use as a stencil and also to help us get straight lines. So for those of us in class, you'll get one of these to use. And for those of you who are virtual learners, I posted a print off of this that you can, print off and then use at home. So what we want to do is use this to help us create our castle. I'm going to keep my paper horizontal, so that way we can make our castle nice and wide. And we want to use most of the paper when we are designing this. So this can be helpful because, for example, on the edges, I want to create two towers. I don't want it to be quite as tall as the paper, so I'm just going to scoot it down a little bit. And then I am going to trace this shape right here. Okay, I also want another tower about the same height on the other side. Okay, and then in the middle, I want something that's a little bit taller. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to draw straight down. I'm going to draw them right here. All right, and then I can erase lines I don't need anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my strip of paper to draw in and divide this up into some other smaller sections. Okay, so I have divided my castle up into some other different sections. All right, so I've divided my castle up into some different sections. That way I have lots of space to put different patterns and different shapes, so I can still add some in. All right, so the next thing that I want to do is add those other shapes and patterns. So I might want to have, some interesting roofs on the castle. I might want to draw in an interesting door and just draw those details in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, so now that I have finished drawing in all of my different shapes and the patterns and all of that good stuff, I'm going to trade in my pencil for a Sharpie, and I am going to use the Sharpie to go over all of my lines. After you finish with that part today, you can hang on to your project for next week.